More than a month after a huge recycling fire broke out in Richmond, the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency today began testing. Thousands were forced to evacuate, and residents still have questions about what could possibly have been released in the air. WRTV's Rachel Wilkerson was there as the EPA started working to find those answers.
The EPA is on site collecting dozens of samples from the warehouse fire. They're using handheld devices and walking alongside this driveway here. I'm told asbestos was already found in debris. They're looking for that today, along with, quote, any and every toxin. Samples will be collected for the next 4 to 5 days. The agency plans to bring an excavator out tomorrow to lift some of this debris and look for tainted soil. The EPA assures residents that they have the equipment in place to make sure residents are protected from harmful dust or debris that may be released during this process. Once the samples are collected, they'll be sent to a lab for testing. The EPA says that process could take up to a month, but they're hopeful it will be sooner. After the chemicals are identified, then cleanup can begin. Residents can expect to see this debris for a couple of months. The EPA says it just depends on how soon they can get trucks here, especially with cleanup still happening in East Palestine, Ohio. Finding out what toxins are on site will also determine who was responsible for the cost of cleanup. EPA spokesperson Alan Jarrell estimates this price tag could be at least a couple of $1 million.
We have every belief that whatever we find is just here at the site, and that, once we get our information, we'll, make our recommendations and move on to the next phase.
Nearby residents tell me they're still concerned about this. The Richmond Fire Department is asking everyone to avoid this area until cleanup is finished. Reporting in Richmond, I'm Rachel Wilkerson, WRTV.
Rachel also reached out to the Richmond mayor for comment. His office said he wasn't available today. He also wasn't available for comment last week. Some residents have filed a class action lawsuit against the property owners, Seth Smith and Cornerstone Trading Group.